Hello and welcome back to CS38 Racing, and we are here today in Ride 5 for Endurance Mode. So we're going to be taking the 1098R down to Brands Hatch, taking it around for a 20-minute Enduro. Let's see what we can do. Let's jump down onto the grid. We're going to do that old-style Endurance start, which I think is really cool. And let's see what we can do here. Fair warning, the audio at the tail end of this race is not good, so do keep that in mind. I did try to adjust it as much as possible to make sure that it wasn't too unbearable, but it's pretty bad and I can't go back and re-record at this stage. Okay, so we're into turn 1. We're diving through. Whoa, one rider's gone well off into the grass there. We've put ourselves into a stronger power mode. I'm going to try and go for a little bit of a dash here and try and use the fuel. So we're in full fuel mode here, which means we're going to be eating up the petrol and eating up the tires. But we've gone for a medium combination on the tires at this stage in the race. So that gives us the opportunity to use a bit more tire, have a bit more stability at the first half of the race. But endurance racing is a totally different ball game. We're looking to manage fuel, we're looking to manage tires, and we also need to consider the track position and our strategy for the race. So we're currently looking to be pestering the American in second, and looking to put ourselves into second position, hopefully give ourselves a little bit of track position priority as we come into completing this first lap at Brands Hatch. Okay, so everyone's staying out, which I presume if we've got a 20-minute race, we'd be looking around the 10-minute mark at doing a pit, but we are using quite a bit of petrol here in full power mode as we're trying to create a bit of a gap to the rest of the field. Ooh, the Kawasaki's coming back on the inside. Gonna block it. So Miguel at the front of this race is taking off a bit. He's got 2.1 seconds. We've come way too deep into turn 4. This Ducati, you sort of got to watch the wheelie, and also you got to shift the gear early, otherwise you sort of lose some speed. Heavy now into turn 5, the Hawthorne bend. We're out wide, we're on the grass, it's going to lose us a lot of drive. Going to go in for a pit. I'm going to try and take a new tyre strategy here. We're going to try and undercut. So let's go for... We're going to stick on the medium tyre. So let's just top ourselves up on fuel. See if we can conserve and only have to change the tyres once and get some more fuel when we come in to change the tyres. So hopefully this strategy can work for us. Taking a little bit of a risk here, but sometimes you do have to take risks to have a certain amount of gain. So let's firstly start by, once we're in a position that we can, we're going to flick the power saving mode back to rain so that we're absolutely maximizing fuel and tire wear, particularly with 72% on the front and 62% on the rear. If we can make these mediums last for another stint, that would be really good, because it might be able to undercut any double pits that the rest of the field may be taking. So this Brands Hatch circuit can be quite difficult to get used to. It's quite a tight track with the 1000cc bikes, so you do have to take that into consideration, as well as making sure that we keep everything smooth. We don't want to cause too many mistakes where we don't need to, just maintain a strong pace where we can. I feel like the rest of the field's going to start coming in for pit stops now. Most likely the front runners, or just behind the front runners, are currently running on about 50% fuel. Whereas we're sitting up on 70, so we have the ability that the undercut may just work, but we really don't need to be making mistakes like this. We really need to be ensuring that we're gaining enough time on the field that when they do pit, we're going to be able to capitalize. Fewer riders are in the pits now, so we're able to make some overtakes. We put ourselves back into 15th at this stage, so that's a little bit better than I was expecting, but hopefully we can maintain this pace for an extra stint. Oh, we're a bit wide, and if we can, hopefully we can still undercut the others that are going to make another pit the next lap round. There are more riders going into the pits now. Hopefully we're able to catch them as we go through. Got ourselves into 10. deep there, but we're still doing consistent lap times, which is good. Feels on 30%, so we've probably still got another lap in this one. Up to third currently. Oh, we've had a crash. That's definitely not what we needed. We're gaining quite a good amount of time there. Oh, we got hit from the rear that was for track position. Question is now, do we come in this lap or do we push one more lap and see if we've got any more pace to be able to gain here? Gonna go for one more lap. Third, so we're doing better than we thought at this end of the race, but we still have to pit. Fuel meter suggesting we need to take a pit stop this lap, which is what I was intending to do. Okay, into the pit. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to switch to a soft. And we probably don't need to fill up the tank fully. Just enough to get us to the end of the race. Okay, I think that would be enough. Already down in last now, so all of that time that we had gained is lost, but we have to put the power mode back up for these last couple of laps, see if anyone is going to be pitting or if anyone runs out of fuel, and then see if we can capitalize off that. just flirting on the edge of track limits there. Go back down to eco just to make sure we don't run out of fuel. But the leader has gone into pit. Maybe a few others might be pitting now. Got one position there. Track. I realise that our sound has gone a bit skew-iff here, so just bear and grin it. We've only got a little bit more to go. Can see a few riders ahead of us, so we might be able to catch up, but it is the last 20 seconds. We'll have to see if we actually get across the line. Run a bit wide now, and quite a bit wide. We're off in the grass. Okay, so we should be on the last lap now. Up into 13th, so we've done okay. We need to make 10th to break even. bit of a twitch there. Managed to undercut for 13th position. 12th position, sorry. Oh, there's a few bikes that are slowing up here. Might we be able to get ourselves through? A few have run out of fuel on the line. And that ends us in 6th. So we did gain a few positions there. Wasn't exactly where we were aiming for. But it's still relatively good nonetheless. Anyway, that rounds it out for this one, guys. Sorry about the audio for the tail end of this, but if you've enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one for the Donington Grand Prix circuit. Let's see if we go with the Ducati again. I feel like we might, just to stay consistent, but with these endurance races, we'll just keep it episode 2 each race, just to keep it easy. All right, stay safe, have fun. See you on the next one. Bye for now.